Okay, so today we're really getting into the weeds on some serious AV tech. We're looking at the WolfPack 4K 30Hz 10 by 10 AV over IP PoE Matrix Switch. Bit of a mouthful, I know. But basically, our mission is to figure out what this specific piece of gear actually does and why it might be a big deal for large video setups.
Right. It's all about routing video signals on a large scale.
Exactly. We're talking matrix switching, any input to any output, or maybe one input to loads of outputs. And it uses AV over IP.
Which means it runs over your standard network infrastructure?
Yeah, and here's the hook that caught my eye. It does 4K video, but specifically 4K 30 hertz, up to 450 feet on just one C6 cable. Now, that 30 hertz, not the usual 60 hertz we see a lot, is that like the secret sauce here? Is that the key compromise?
Yeah, you nailed it. That choice, 4K at 30 hertz, is precisely why this whole system is so efficient. It really comes down to compression. This WolfPack uses H.265 compression, and that's, well, it's crucial. It means the total bandwidth for the whole system, doesn't matter how many screens or sources, is kept down to just 1 gigabit.
Whoa, hang on. 1 gigabit. For potentially, 10 4K sources feeding 10 or more screens.
That's right. 1 gigabit for the whole shebang.
If you're running a big place, a conference center or whatever, that's huge. It means you don't necessarily need to rip out and replace your entire network backbone just for this system.
Exactly. That could save, well, tens of thousands, potentially. The heavy lifting, the compression, happens right there in the WolfPack units before it really hits your main network switches.
Smart. Very smart. And the hardware itself sounds simplified, too.
Yeah, they did something clever there. The transmitters, the TX units, or encoders, and the receivers, the RX units, the decoders, they're actually the same physical box. You just use some PC software to tell the box whether it's supposed to be sending or receiving video. Makes managing spares and inventory much easier.
Okay, that's neat from an install perspective. But what about performance? Switching speed, lag time, crucial for live stuff.
Performance seems pretty solid. They're quoting about 80 milliseconds for switching between sources, and also 80 milliseconds for the latency, the signal delay. So visually, that should feel pretty seamless. No jarring delays when you switch channels or inputs.
Good, good. And it can grow. It's not just stuck at 10 by 10.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely scalable. You can field expand it way beyond the initial 10 by 10. Think like 100 plus TVs and basically unlimited sources or outputs if you architect it right. Plus, it also throws in KVM capability.
KVM. So keyboard, video, mouse.
Exactly. You can control computers that might be located far away right from your central point over the same network.
Okay, so it's efficient, it's scalable. Let's talk about the features that make you go, aha. The thing that really stood out in the specs was this wireless iPad and Android tablet real-time video preview. I hear this is something specific to the supplier, HDTV Supply.
It is, and honestly, it's probably the game-changer feature for managers. What it means is you get full-motion, live video previews of every single source input right there on your tablet, simultaneously.
So not just static pictures, like actual moving video.
Actual live video streams. Imagine you're running a sports bar. Maybe you have 12 different satellite boxes. You can pull out your iPad and see exactly what's playing on all 12 channels live without running around. Just be aware, though, that preview function, it's video only. No audio comes through on the preview itself.
Still, that's incredibly useful for managing complex setups. Wow. Okay, beyond just switching sources, what about displays? Like video walls?
Yep, handled. It has a video wall processor built right in. You don't need separate boxes for that. And the specs say you can configure video walls of basically any size and any quantity using the PC software.
Any size? Does that include weird configurations, rotating screens?
Absolutely. It supports standard grids, but also allows for rotating individual screens 90, 180, 270 degrees. So you can get pretty creative with digital signage or command center layouts.
Okay, got it. One last technical bit, audio. How does sound get handled in this system?
So audio travels with the video. You can feed audio into the system on the transmitter side, embed it, and then on the receiver side, at the display, there's a little 3.5 millimeter jack to pull the audio back out. De-embedding, they call it.
But you can't route audio independently, like send video from source 1 but audio from source 2 to the same screen?
No, not with this system. The audio follows its associated video stream. That 3.5 millimeter output is just for extraction if you need it separately at the display end.
Yeah.
Maybe for local speakers, it's not a separate audio matrix.
Right, okay. That makes sense. So putting it all together, this WolfPack system, which comes from HDTV Supply, it's kind of like a Swiss Army knife for AV distribution. It's your 4K 30 hertz matrix switch. It's a live streamer for previews. It's got that built-in video wall processing, and it does KVM, all controlled mainly via PC, but with that really cool tablet preview app.
Exactly. And if you zoom out, look at the big picture.
Yeah.
What we have here is a system using standard IP networking, just your regular computer network, to do jobs that used to need multiple dedicated boxes, specialized wiring like HD base T. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? This thing bundles matrix switching, video walls, KVM, that live preview, all onto a single, pretty efficient 1G network. So the question I'm left with is, how long before pro AV installs, maybe even high-end home setups, just ditch all that specialized cabling altogether? Could we see purely IP-based systems like this become the standard, making things like HDBaseT kind of obsolete?
That's a really interesting thought. The consolidation and efficiency are certainly pointing that way. Definitely something for everyone to think about.